What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Fridge Financials video. Today's video, we are breaking down the covered call strategy that you can do when you are trading options. And in particular, today's video is all about what happens when you are assigned on a covered call position. So if you're excited for today's video, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications for all future uploads. And again, feel free to take a look at the Fridge Financial memberships offered over on YouTube if you'd like to continue supporting the channel in any way, shape, or form. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and we're going to get into the numbers. As you will see, we have just been assigned on a covered call position on our stock here, which is UiPath. UiPath, we were assigned at a strike price of $14.50. And what we're going to do in today's video is break down what happens, what's going on, how much money we made or lost from this position. And it's all about UiPath here. And it kind of leads into the strategy and the idea of the wheel strategy, those kind of things that we have going on. As you will see, we now only have a put credit spread here that's active right now in this trade here. We had shares, we had a cover call, and now, poof, it's all gone. But that's all right. So taking a look down here, let's go into the historical data of UiPath because, we got to break the numbers down here a little bit. So as you will see, we were doing quite a bit in terms of selling options here. And the one I want to focus on is the $11 one because that's where I got assigned with. This one was a different strategy to kind of hedge my position a little bit more. So we weren't even going to look at the 950 one here. But essentially what I was doing is I was selling a put option here at the $11 on April 17th. And as you'll see, we got assigned on that option here. So we spent $1,100 on that position. And we're going to do a nice little calculator over here. I'll put this over here on the side here. So we spent $1,100 here on this trade here. And we were paid $37 for it to happen here. So I collected a nice cheeky little $37 here to open up this position, which is great when you're selling options. And again, this is a cash secured put, part of the wheel strategy that we have here. So I got assigned the shares at $11 each, but we got paid out $37, so we made $37 in profit. And then we had the shares. We had 100 shares of UiPath at $11 each. Okay. Then from there, we started to sell some options here, as you will see. We start to sell a covered call option here. I sold this one for a $33 premium. I then bought it back for a $1. So we made a nice profit of $32 there. Now, what we're really doing here, and again, the strategy behind the covered calls here is that you are agreeing to sell your shares at a certain strike price. And what you'll notice is that if I get assigned on the $11 put down here, I'm then selling a call option above what my price is. So if I got assigned at 11, I don't want to sell a call option at $10, at $9, because I would be locking in a loss potentially. I want to sell one above it, $12, $13, whatever it may be, so I can get assigned the shares, or so I can sell my shares for a profit as a result. I know that the trade was a profitable trade. So we sold the $12 one, the stock moved down, we were then able to buy it back for $1. I made $32 on the spread. I got paid $33, bought it back for $1, made a profit of $32. This one right here, the $15 one, again, same thing. Why 15? Because again, that's way out of my strike price of what I got assigned at, which was $11 here. I did it for $45, and this is an earnings play. I like to sell cover calls on earnings plays because your IV is pretty high. You have a very, very high IV, which means your premiums are a little bit higher up. Obviously, you get bigger moves here. In this case, it actually was a decent-sized move, but not to the upside, actually to the downside. So we were able to collect 45, buy it back for 4. We made $41 on this covered call strategy here. So now we are up to a profit of $110 of premium collected while we were holding these shares. So I've made $110 back. I've already made back 10% of what my cost basis was. Remember, the cost basis was $1,100. I've already made $110 back, which is great. I made $10. I made 10% back, which is awesome. Then I went ahead and sold another cover call at 15 again for $39. That one ended up just expiring worthless. I tried to buy it back for a little while, but then it just wasn't going to fill. So I was like, you know what? I'll let it expire worthless. So we made another $39 here, which is absolutely amazing. And then I did another one here at $13 strike. Again, notice how every call option I sell is above what I got assigned at. 12, 13, 15. They're all above my assignment of 11, right? That's a huge thing that a lot of people, I think, fail to think about, is to put it above what you got assigned at. This one, we sold the one for $18 here, and we got that one expired worth this, so we get another $18 there as a result. So we're at $1,167 we made in premium so far. And now here's where the fun actually happens. Now you'll see here we sold a call option here for $14.50, which was expiring yesterday at the time of recording this. Collected $30 for that as a result. Puts us at a premium collection of $197 just from selling cover calls and the cash secured put to get into the trade. We made $197 out of $1,100 that was given away, or put aside, I should say, that we bought the shares with, which is great. That's amazing. And then what happened? Well, UiPath closed yesterday. I think it was like $16-ish or whatever it might have been. And again, this contract here is telling me that no matter what UiPath is, if it's $15 a share, $30 a share, I'm agreeing to sell it at $14.50 to this option contract buyer. So I'm agreeing. It's a contract, signed, dated, whatever. Hey, I will give you the shares at $14.50 no matter what it's at. $16, $18, whatever. Closed at $16, so I missed out a little bit of gains in that case. But why do I not really care? Well, again, remember, I got assigned at $11 a share. I'm selling it at $14.50, right? So I made essentially, there's a 5-cent fee here, of course, which is, it is what it is. But if you think about the math here, getting assigned at 11 and then selling at $14.50, I made $350 on that stock. I spent $1,100. I sold it off for $14.50, plus the premiums built in. So I made $350 on the share appreciation by itself, plus the $197 from the premiums I collected throughout the process. And take a look at what we got. We made $547. And people are going to say, well, Fridge, is that really a lot of money? $500? I mean, I can make that much money in a week in a trade, whatever. And it's true. Some big accounts, you definitely could do so. But think about this. $547 divided by my actual cash I use. I use $1,100 to make $1,547. It's a 50% ROI return, about 50% ROI on this stock that I started selling as options back in, when did we sell this one? We started it off in March. So from March to August, which you're looking at about 5 months, right? I think if I'm doing that right, about 5 months, we made 50% return on this position here. And again, I think what people fail to understand is, again, your covered call position, it's like, oh no, I sold it for a profit. Do you think anybody ever complains about selling it for a profit of like 30, 40% on their trades? Now, again, granted, UiPath closed. I can get rid of this now because I just did the math for you guys. You're welcome, by the way. I got it. But again, UiPath closed at $16.26, and I sold mine at $14.50. So I missed out on potential. Again, I have missed gains of $200 or so. But here's why I don't care. This is how this works for me. Because what this did for me was it allowed me, I had some money on margin being used. That money that went back in my account just closed out that margin position that I had. So now I'm not in margin at all, which again, I'm happy to see. I'm not in margin at all anymore because that cash kind of offset that. It kind of paid back that margin that I had before, which is great. The margin account is still active, as you'll see here with all this money we have in here, but I'm not actually spending money on margin. Okay, I had I think it was like $1,200 or so that was actively spent with margin, which means there's interest that goes with it. And then with this $14.50 coming back in, it was able to then convert it into not having margin anymore. So I'm now out of margin, which is great. I love that. I'm happy that we're not in margin right now. That's awesome. So we're not in margin. Beautiful. I love it. Not only that, I lock in gains. Now, why do I lock in gains? Again, think about where we're at in this point in the year, okay? Looking at my portfolio for this small account here, we're up over 30%. Up over 30% this year. I don't care if I sit on cash, more cash than less, for the next 4 months. and get 3% return on it or whatever that APY would be for Robinhood having it in that account there. I don't care. I'm up 33% this year so far. If all my positions close out and I get a sign on, if I get a sign on every single one of these call options, Redwire, ACHR, Serve, SMCR, if I get a sign on all these call options, I do not care because it closes out my positions, it locks in my profits, and it allows me to end the year off on a great note. I do not mind that at all. One thing to keep in mind about, again, another thing to keep in mind about, besides that you are capping your upside on the covered call position, the other thing I keep in mind about is taxes in like an individual account like this. So I will have to pay taxes on that $500. So keep that in mind. I do have to pay taxes on those realized gains for that reason. But, that's a whole different thing to figure out later on. And then what do you do from here, right? So now that I have $1,450 open, if I wanted to go back into UiPath and say, hey, I bought in at 11, I sold it at $1,450. Okay. Maybe I want to get back in when it gets a little bit cheaper again. Maybe I still like the stock and the valuation for it. Well, now I have at least $1,400 in cash to be able to use. So let's say I wanted to go to, I don't know, I think they have earnings at some point coming out. Let me actually go back and see here because this is what I probably would do if I was trading UiPath, for example. They have earnings September 3rd. Look at that. I got it signed and I got out before earnings even happens because who knows what's going to happen during earnings. But now I have the cash available. So now let's say that earnings comes out. And I wanted to get into a position on UiPath with their earnings here. I might be looking at, selling a position, way down the line here. Maybe I'm looking at, October 2nd, and maybe I want to get back in $11 or so. I'm not going to do that. It's way, way, way too low here. Maybe we can go like to the October 16th one, maybe, because that's like maybe that one will work. I don't know. But you could sell, hey, I want to get in at $13, that's a nice little cheeky little, like 4%-ish return. Great. Like the cash is open now. I had $1,450 now in my account, locked in profits. Now I can put $1,300 into work for it, right? I could use it here. If I find another stock I like that I don't think is, undervalued right now, I can go into that trade if I want to, or I can just sit on cash, right? But being assigned on a cover call is honestly, it's not bad because what does it do? It frees up cash, which is great. It locks in your profits. It does obviously hinder your upside to the stock. I do know that. Also, taxes is something to deal with as well at some point in the future, probably towards the end of the year. But locking in profits on a portfolio like this that we're up 33% of the year so far is something I'm not going to complain about. And that's just where it's going to be. And again, also the cover calls are more of a hedge in case markets take a downside, right? They go to the downside. September, we know, is historically a really red month usually. So that could be a little bit of a problem here. So getting out of these might be good to do now. Honestly, who knows? So, but that is it. So you get a sign on a cover call. It's not the end of the world. It's actually great for me. Kind of give you a little bit of a breakdown as to what happens, the profits. We did 50% returns on UiPath. Can't argue those results. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did make this fun of the video, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications as per usual. Feel free, of course, to support the channel by looking at the memberships offered over on Fridge Financials. One of them is a whopping $3 a month. The other one is a whopping $6 a month. If you want to support the channel, feel free to, of course, do so. But thank you for watching, as always. Hope you make money in the market in some way, shape, or form. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.